A very good afternoon, students. My name is Leena Sharma. I'm your English teacher. From today's onward, I'm going to provide you the explanation from your books. First of all, we'll go with Flamingo poetry, poem number 1, My Mother at 66, that has been composed by Kamala Das. First of all, students, I would like to provide you some relevant information about the poetess Kamala Das. She was one of the India's original and versatile writers. Kamala Das was born on March 31, 1934, and she was born in Kerala. She took to writing at an early age and continued even after marriage. She was encouraged by her husband to write. Her writing reflects exploration of a wide range of relationships from a woman's point of view, a daughter, a wife, and a mother. Her works are filled with a mother's desire for self-expression and freedom. And she wrote many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the pen name Madhava Kutti. Now students, I am providing you some overviews about the poem. Though aging is a natural process, yet the fear of separation from your loved and near ones is very painful. The poem talks about the feeling of loneliness that aged people experience and the feeling of guilt which their offspring experience for not being able to be with their parents in their old age. The poem also explores the feeling of melancholy and pain that a daughter experiences while leaving her mother all by herself at a ripe old age. The agony of separation is brought forward in this poem very explicitly. Now student, this was the overview of the poem. Now we'll go with the explanation. My Mother at 66, open your book, and that is poem number 1, My Mother at 66. The introduction has been given about the poetess over there, and you just take a reading and you will understand what I have explained earlier in this audio. And now I'm going to explain the line of this poem, the lines of this poem. So the very first line is, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. The poetess Kamala Das was going from her parents' home to Cochin airport. She was accompanied by her mother, who was 66 years old. Now she is describing that she is going to Cochin airport, and she is going to Cochin airport from her parents' home, and the day was Friday. Students, now here is the question. First question for you. Where was she going? She was going to Cochin airport. And from where she was going to Cochin airport? She was going to Cochin airport from her parents' home. And what was the day? The day was Friday. I think every word is clear to you. Okay, now we'll move ahead and we'll go with the next line. Doors open-mouthed, her face ashen like that. Now the poetess is describing about the physical condition or the physical posture of her mother. Her mother was there. She was sitting beside her in the car, and she was just like in the sleeping position, and her mouth was open, her face ashen like. Her face means her mother face was looking like ash, and like the poetic device has been used by the poetess, that is simile. The word as, like, so are used if in the poem, then here we'll find simile, that is the figure of a speech or poetic device which is used by the poetess. Now we'll move with the next line. Of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked but soon. Of a corpse. Corpse means carcass. Carcass means dead body. So here she is describing that her mother was looking like a corpse, looking like a dead body. And why she was looking like a dead body? Because she was full of pain. Why she was full of pain? Because if the children are gonna to be separated from their parents, so that kind of feeling the parents have in their mind, because they are gonna to be separated from their children. So that's why she was feeling pain, she was full of dejection, she was full of gloomy. And now we'll move with the next line, that she was as old as she looked but soon. The poetess is describing over here that she was as old as looked, but soon put that thought away. So she is describing, first of all I would like to describe over here that the poetess has used the poetic device. It is also simile over here because she has used as old as. Okay, so the poetic device is simile, and but the poetess didn't want to create any kind of melancholy or agony or sadness in her mind. So she thought that she must go away with that from that ideas, and she started looking outside of the window and looked out at young trees sprinting. She started watching outside of the window, and what she saw, that there were the trees, there were the small trees sprinting means running very fast. Why the trees were running very fast? Because the car was moving forward, and the car was moving in its direction, and the trees or the plants, they were running in the backward position. So this way there was a kind of race. The car is moving in its direction, and the trees were running in the backward direction. Students, here are something you need to look upon. Actually, the poetess has used trees sprinting. The trees sprinting means trees are running, but basically the trees are not running. They are appearing as they are running. It happens when we are moving or when we are going on the road and we are moving forward. Then what happens? The things which are stationed on the road, they look like that they are going backward they are going backward, and we feel that the things are running with us. So that kind of images has been described by the poetess, and that's why the trees are running. Actually they are not running, they are creating an image in front of us as they are running. I think the line has been clear to you. Now, the merry children spilling out of their homes. The merry children means, merry means happy children. Spilling means, the meaning of spilling is over here, that is overflowing. Okay, out of their homes. These children are coming outside from their home, and they are coming outside for their playing, and that's why the children are very happy, because when it's a simple psychology of the children, when they are coming outside and when they are in bunches and when they are spreading here and there, so they started moving and they started playing, so their state of mind is full of happiness. So the same image has been created by the poetess in front of us. Now, but after the airport security check, now it is the time of airport. They both have reached airport, and the first of all, what happens, there was the security check, and after the security checking, they are standing a few yards away. They both are standing with each other. Now on the second page, I looked again at her wan pale. So now the poetess is describing, I looked again. She was watching her mother again and again. And wan means colorless. Pale means yellowish color. Pale has been used over here for yellowish color. So the poetess is describing that she was watching her mother again and again before boarding the flight, because she wanted to make herself about the well-being of her mother. She wished her mother goodbye in order to comfort her and leave on an optimistic note. That's why she was watching her mother again and again. Now, the next line. As a late winter's moon, and felt that old. As a late winter's moon. As a late is used. Once again, we are finding here the poetic device as a late winter's moon. It is also simply over here. And her mother was looking like a late winter's moon and felt that old, and she was looking too old. And the poetess is describing her physical description over here. And in the next line, the poetess is describing familiar ache, my childhood's fear. Ache means pain. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. Now the poetess is describing the same pain or the feeling of melancholy or childhood fear was over there when she was a child, and she wanted to go outside. Her mother did not find herself in comfortable position. The same feeling the poetess is finding over here, because now she is going to outside, or she is going abroad, and the same feeling she is finding, or she finds on the face of her mother. That's why she didn't say even a single word to her mother at that time. Only she said, see you soon, Amma, because she wanted to make this situation at a beautiful mode. She wanted to create an optimistic note before her Amma and for herself, because she didn't want to create any chaos in her mind and in the mind of her mother. So next line, all I did was a smile and a smile and a smile. So means she didn't want to say anything in front of her mother. So that's why what did she do? She said nothing, but she was smiling and again, because she wanted to assure her mother that they would meet again. Okay children, so now that's all. This is the explanation of this poem I have completed. And students, if you have some doubts or queries in your mind, please note it down, and when there will be the sufficient amount of questions, I'll give your answers of your doubts and queries. Please note it down and write on WhatsApp, and I will make your doubts clear when the sufficient amount of questions will be there. That's all about this poem. I have completed My Mother at 66. Tomorrow I will send you the next poem explanation, and that is an elementary school classroom in Islam. That's all. Have a nice day. Keep safe and stay at home, children. Goodbye.